The Super League is back.
You don't say.
Yes.
What a surprise.
There's a new proposal on the table. This one would feature 60 to 80 teams, would have multiple divisions, no permanent members. You have to actually earn your way through your domestic league placement. They're selling this as a replacement for the Champions League. At least that's how I read it. And they're saying it would have better cost controls than what UEFA have now. They could actually rein in the PSGs in Manchester cities. So they think they've put something together that's more palatable, that addresses some of the concerns that people had with the previous proposal. What do you think? Could this gain some traction?
Yeah, it's very confusing, and we don't want to bog down too much in it here, but I don't understand how the cost restraints and the restrictions would actually be implemented. I mean, if they're not being implemented in the original traditional league that you're playing in, how do you put that genie back in the bottle for a different tournament? I mean, it's one thing if you just make a roster restriction, you can only have a certain amount of players. That's easy to do, and you can adjust for different tournaments with different regulations and rules. But if this is all really about cost, then really the cost is relative for the most part in terms of what you are paying players, and the exorbitant cost or the anti-business type of way that's happening. And again, talk about disparity, what some can pay and what some can't pay, and the lack of parity that creates. So if this is designed to create parity, that concept in and of itself is interesting to me because I think it can increase competition and make it quote unquote fairer. It can also, be careful what you wish for, because it can also make it less entertaining. So I don't know ultimately how this gets done, unless, back to the point we made, if you sell it as something that is going to enable you to sustain individually as a club, as a league, as a sport within your country, because it's not sustainable what is going on elsewhere. I think that resonates. Doesn't resonate with the elites, but it resonates with the masses, and we've already seen how if you speak to the masses, you can stop change or you can make change happen.
If nothing else, we might get another Apple TV documentary out of this.
Right, exactly. That's really all that matters.
If Kate Abdo is available.
There we go. It's a great content driver here. But so 80-team proposal, again, they're framing it now as it's a meritocracy, and it's not just about rewarding the elites, and there's not protection, but we know that sounds good. In practice, it probably won't be that. But there's different leagues now within this Super League concept. Is that what they're talking about?
I guess there would be like a Super League 1, Super League 2.
I like the original Super League better.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops twice a week right here on my very own YouTube page. The only way to stay up to date is to hit that subscribe button down below. Size the day, and see you soon.